Breaking news. Gary Rowett has been sacked as Birmingham City manager. I don't think any Blues fan really saw this coming. I could see it coming 2 or 3 weeks ago when we were losing every game. We weren't playing well, it was depressing football, and he was up there with the managers for the sack, to be honest. But we actually won a game, last game. We played well, and then I had my suspicions after the game. Because he sort of went off, not looking at all happy, although we just won. Completely shooed off the interviewers, continued to walk, went straight down the tunnel, sort of clapped the fans, but was a bit iffy. Straight away, Mark Sale does all the interviews. There was a bit really interesting there, and suddenly, today at about 11 o'clock, the message comes out that Rowett's been sacked. It could be it's an interesting one. Because on one hand, you have that he's been loyal to the club. He's done the club great things to get into the position we are. As I think we're 18th in the table for amount of money we've spent on our team. So we're so low down there. But we're 7th in the league for our form and our team and the way they're playing. So you have that on one hand, but then you also have on the other hand, who is Gary going to be signing? Who would he have signed? Jutkovic for $1 million? And all these other players. If he'd have signed them, is it really going to be that good? And you've also got, if you bring a new manager in, we've got a whole new backroom staff that are going to have to come in because they've got rid of all of the backroom staff. The goalkeeping coaches, the coaches, the assistant manager, and the manager. So a whole new backroom staff's going to have to come in. So he'll bring in a new backroom staff. They'll have to plant them down and hopefully see what they can do. See if they can do different with the money. Because if he's going to sign Jutkovic for $1 million, he signed Fabrini for $1.5 million. Not done anything with Fabrini. Signed Brock Madsen a few years ago for like $250,000. Wasted that because he's been useless. And then you've got all these players that are just going to be sitting on the bench doing nothing that he signed. He's made some great signings, I'll give him that. He's signed Shotton. He continued that one on. He's improved Kujak. He's improved the team. The team has improved, but our form isn't improving, and it needs to improve for a manager to stay in his job. If a manager wants to stay in his job, he's got to keep form, he's got to go up the table. But personally, I wouldn't have sacked him. If you'd have asked me 2 weeks ago, I might have. After some of these bad games, we didn't play well last night, but we won. We won. So the whole situation is a situation that nobody really knows a lot about. But the only name I've heard mentioned so far as favourite for the job is Gianfranco Zola, and I don't want that. I don't think any Blue Nose in their right mind would want Zola. I personally would want someone like Carl Robinson or someone like that. A young manager who's got a little bit of experience and has done it with some of the teams. There's a few teams out there who've got managers that are on the edge, I suppose. There's some managers who, I'm sure there's managers somewhere who've left their clubs and don't have jobs. And there's some managers up in the Premier League who you might be able to get because they might be getting relegated or sacked, or you don't know. I've also heard rumours of Mick McCarthy. I've heard rumours of a few other managers out there, and we need to get the right manager in. We need to get the right man in for the job. Hopefully they can bring in, with the money that Drilling Trophy Asia have given us, hopefully they can give us some great signings. The team will play well. Hopefully he'll use the youngsters like Jack Storer, Corey O'Keefe, Viv Solomon Ottable, those sort of players. Hopefully whoever this new manager is will use those players to their advantage. Also Reece Brown, he should be in the team. Give him a go instead of Gleeson or someone like that. You never know until you try. So put your opinions on the matter down below, and who you want, or if you're another fan, who you think Blues will get. Thanks for watching, guys. See you when I see you.